Mew EX is over $170. Charizard has moved up $40 this week. What is going on in the Pokemon card world? Let's find out. Today we are looking at the biggest movers and shakers of this week. Bubble Mew floating to the top by Corbin Holzer over at TCG Player. Mew is popping off. He's bursting out of his bubble. Literally
bursting out of his bubble.
$177 on TCG Player. Look at this. As of October about 15th, 16th, it is skyrocketing. Unfortunately, they don't give us a lot of information on why this is the top card of the set now, but my guess is because it's from Paldean Fates, which has been popping off. People have been going crazy for this set because it's been showing up in stores again, and so everyone's starting to chase this Bubble Mew. I've been seeing lots of YouTubers talk about it. I've been seeing lots of this card, whether I wanted to or not. So I think that is the reason it is going so crazy. It's getting popular. 106% increase over the past 3 months. Let's just look at the last month. So within the last month, it's really taken off from $90 to $170. So if you have this card, you know, right now might not be a bad time to sell that card, because if you check it out, we are at its all-time high. It could go up more, but keep in mind, as people rip these packs, they are going to find more of these Mew EXs, and there will always be more added to the supply and not so much subtracted. Our next card we're looking at is Charizard EX here at $116. Near Mint Hollow $140. This card does go very hard. Whoa, that graph.
To the moon.
That is insane. Okay, actually not that insane. We used to be way up at 184, and now we're down to about 127. At its lowest at $102. So we've seen a significant increase over, say the past month. If you bought it at $100, a good job on you. Up to $140, you want to buy it here on TCG Player. This usually does align pretty well with eBay. Gardevoir EX has also had a decent bit of movement here, and the reasoning behind is probably still in line with the Paldean Fates cards really gaining a lot of interest. And actually, if you look here, 3 months, we did have a little bit of dip. So it was at 43, now it's down to 41. It's kind of been in that range. You could have got this cheapest at $38. I bet you there's a lower price. No, $38. And at its peak, 69 people bought this.
Nice.
At $66. Now down to 41. Do not get sucked into that trap, that early FOMO trap. Wait for these cards, be out for a little while. They will always go down, and then is usually not a bad time to pick them up. A couple big ticket items that have been making some moves. Let's check them out here. This Giratina V-Star Secret, $99. Now, I wouldn't say this is a big mover and shaker. It's actually been dropping pretty significantly, 92 all the way down to 90. At all time, it was $99, and we are at its all-time price on TCG Player. Let's head over to the Greninja. The Greninja, one of the most insane cards you're going to find, price-wise, $350.
Bruh.
$350 for this card. Oh my goodness. Who? Please don't spend that much money on this card. It used to sell for $118. You know what? Twilight Masquerade? I'm not hearing much about Twilight Masquerade, and that is where this is from. If you have some of that sealed product, it's probably going up in price, just like most of the Scarlet and Violet sets are going up in price because they are getting harder to find. Lastly, we look at the Giratina V, $399. Wow. Lost Origin. It is in the Lost Origin packs. The cheapest you can probably find those packs is about $4.50. $399. If you're interested in picking up Lost Origin, I have some on my website, championscardclub.com. You can pick those up, and we'll live break them tonight at 6 every Monday through Friday. We are here at 365, the highest. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
$450. People were buying this card. 10 sold, 18 sold, 16 sold. Wow. Don't find yourself up here at the peak if you can help it. This one was actually one of them, the rare case where you could have bought this early and made a significant return on that. Now's a great time to join the Champions Card Club and subscribe. Check out the Discord down below in the comments and join me for live breaks every Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Gengar and Mimikyu team up, $47. Let's see. It has been sitting pretty steady here around $45. At its lowest was $30. It's a great looking card. Poltergeist here with the Horror House GX. Up next we have our Charizard EX, $40 here. This is one we see pretty often on the mover and shaker list. It had dropped down to $36 and now we have bumped back up to $40. If you stay in touch with the market and you time these things right, you're not typically going to see when things are dropping in price. Unfortunately, usually when you hear the news, it's already popped off. Maybe we will find one here. No, we will not. Okay, $21 up to $46. Wow. Paradox Rift. Paradox Rift is starting to come into its own. Some of the cards are getting some value, and they're also getting harder to find. Blitzel, $4.16. Not a huge money card. $2.37 if you had a bunch of them. You know, maybe you made a nice little profit. It is also a great looking card, though. I do love the look of the Blitzel. Mr. Mime Time. Prime time for Mime Time. Let's check him out. Mr. Mime at $13, and here we go. Here we go, folks. Scarlet and Violet, 151. To the moon. To the moon we go. $8.70 it sold for, and $8.50 it sold for back in November of 2023. Across the board, Scarlet and Violet, 151 is really popping off. I do think we're going to see some scary frenzy type activity from people for the Scarlet and Violet 151 cards. Because of the holiday season, because all we have is surging sparks going into Christmas, people are looking at Scarlet and Violet right now and saying, hey, what sets should I start to collect? What's a good set to collect? And most people here on YouTube or otherwise will often suggest checking out Scarlet and Violet 151. I don't suggest doing that. I understand that the nostalgia goes hard for Scarlet and Violet 151. But right now, the price of entry is insane. It is a frenzy right now, and you don't want to be getting in at the time of a frenzy. The card prices will come down over time. What is going to happen is all of these cards, there are more being put into the system right now. You can buy these cards at certain retailers. I think sometimes you can find it at Target. Sometimes you can find it at Walmart. Sometimes you can find it at Costco. You can still find these cards ever so often. There's not been a full reprint. There's just been a restock. There will more than likely be a reprint, and this is why I say that, because no one knows for sure, and this is just my opinion on it. We are seeing reprints from Paldea and Fates. I think just had a reprint. I might be wrong. It might be a different one of the Paldea. It might be Paldea Evolved. If a set like that gets a reprint, 151 is going to get a reprint. The Pokémon Company International reprints when they see that money can be made. When they see cards going to numbers where Mr. Mime is $15, when they see Charizard getting up to $200, $300, they say, okay, the market's a little too dry. We're going to go ahead and reprint and scoop a bunch of money off the top because why wouldn't you, right? They don't want to destroy the value of the cards, but they want to put out just enough volume to satiate the people that want these cards, to make their money, and to keep the card, the specific card's values, keep them steady. We've seen new product be released from Scarlet and Violet 151, and it was immediately absorbed into the community, and we really didn't see too much of a price difference. There are new 151 prints coming, but it's not till February, so you got to get through the holiday season if you can. Rip some other types of packs. Go for the things that are readily available. Those will go up in price over time, more than likely. I don't know about Shroud of Fable. That's your play right now if you're trying to be savvy. A savvy investor. Shroud of Fable does have the best pull ratio to, the estimated value. Let me just show you. Here we have cardev.com. I didn't really want to go this deep, but just quickly, this is the estimated value of what you rip, what you will get. If I open a pack, that pack I expect about $5 worth of value from it, okay? And so if I pay $9 from it, I'm losing half my money, which is kind of common with Scarlet and Violet, but it is in demand that you're paying a premium. Shrouded Fable, $2.20 estimated value. You get these. You can probably find these like $3 or $4. You can find these $3 or $4. You only lose $1 per pack, or maybe you come out ahead. You know, who knows? Evolving Skies is another one. The packs are like $15 a pack. You're likely to get about $2.70. I'll go into all this in another video. I don't really have time to do it today. If you enjoy the content and you want to see more, Champions Card Club in your subscription, then you have to subscribe and join us here at championscardclub.com. Every 6 p.m. I will be live Monday through Friday doing live rips. championscardclub.com. I will see you in the next video.